sun is amazingly, beautifully bright. Yes. Jeez. Good morning. Good morning, guys. It's just a little thing. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. If you looked straight down, it was there.
Well,
good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra JoJo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Special. So what better place to be than here with me and some lotion. Miss Margaret, say good morning.
I want some macaroni and cheese.
I hope everybody is having a great day. As we can see, the sun is popping this morning. And let me tell y'all, this sun visor does nothing for me. So we have my sunglasses on today. Even though these are my reading glasses, I had transition put it on. So at least I can see. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys had a fantastic Monday and that you're ready for an even better Tuesday. Do you know this is yours?
That one's not mine. The square one is.
Oh. So I hope you guys are ready for the day. It's going to be a great Tuesday. It is going to be amazing. I have a quote for y'all today, and I got to find it because I lost it.
And you don't have a quote.
I do too.
You lost it.
I lost it, but I got it. Welcome to the show. If this is your first time joining, my name is Yamitra JoJo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Special. So what better place to be than here with me? So, ta-da, there it is. Good morning, Kiba. Y'all, me and Kiba, I know I'm working on it, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Me and Kiba had a great weekend this weekend. Oh, y'all don't know, so I didn't share this yesterday. So, what is it? Why are you looking at me like that?
What are you about to share?
I'm about to share a quote first. Thank you very much. If I can find it.
I told you, you don't have a quote. If you can't find it.
Here, I found it. We cannot expect to change what's in the world unless we first awaken what lies deeply within. And that's by my girl, Terai Trent. I can never pronounce her first name. It's Tererai Trent.
I think it was Terai.
We cannot expect to change what's in the world unless we first awaken what lies beneath. And that is so true. You can't expect to go forward. You can't expect to accomplish anything if you don't at first acknowledge that there's something deep within you that you need to do. So me and Kiba had a great weekend. I had Mother's Day, went to visit, and me and Kiba I got a tattoo. Kiba went with me. I don't know if you guys can see it. It says, be fearless. It says, be peaceful.
She didn't even know what it says.
It says, be peaceful. Y'all, let me tell you, a whole learning experience, a whole thought process y'all, yeah. So the guy started out, first of all, I've always wanted one. Y'all know that. I was always scared to get one, and I was always caught up in everybody's reason why I should not get one. But I love you. Be peaceful. And so I just put my fingers to yours. What's that? And so I've always wanted one, but everybody, JoJo, the Bible says you should not write on yourself. I was a firm believer in that. Firm believer in that. And then I realized it wasn't really my belief. It's just that I didn't want to go against everybody else's belief. And so I went and I got it done. And it says, be peaceful. What, Valerie? What? Kiva, will you tell them what this symbol means?
It means peace and harmony.
I know it means peace and harmony, but it's two fish holding each other's tails, and it means something else. I printed it out. Listen, okay. I know. So, y'all, learning experience. So, it's like anything. So, this is my thought process as I'm getting the tattoo. You have one, Margaret? We need to get one, y'all. We need to get Sister's Keeper. And I said I would.
You only got one.
Calm
down.
I know. I said I wasn't going to get another one, but maybe. So this is my thought process as I was getting it. One, this JoJo is just like life. I didn't want to look, and I would not look at the guy because I don't like needles, right? And when you throw that out, and the sound of it alone was enough for me. But then I related the whole process. Peace and harmony. Rosie was right.
I know I was right.
I related the whole process to like this journey. So when you start out,
don't forget to put money in the car.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I do. All I have to eat is a sandwich.
Look, her dog took off running out the car. Mm-hmm. So I related it to life. So it's like when I related it to my journey, okay? As I'm laying there and Courtney's holding my hand, because the girls went with me and they're holding my hand and we're talking. I related it to life. Right. Girl, it hurt. It hurt. Especially right here at this bone. So this is where my thought process started. So follow me through my arm. Through my journey. So I'm thinking, just like on this journey, JoJo, just like when you first started out, it hurt like hell. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. But I had a vision. I knew that where I wanted to be was not where I'm starting at. And so you go through the little pain, right? It hurt. Sometimes you look, but you grin and bear it. You keep going because the end result is something that you want. And I know for me, ultimately, my result is to always be peaceful. It is what I wish on everybody. It is what I pray for and pray over my children, is to be peaceful. And when I stop to think about it, it's like in the beginning, there was no peace. In the beginning, there was just a lot of pain. And I couldn't really see what I wanted to have happen. It was just like black stuff, a black mark. And then the more you're on this journey, the more you get to pick and choose and cultivate what you want to create your own picture in life, to create the tattoo of yourself. That sounds so cliche-ish, and I made that up, but it sounds so, what's the word? Nerdy, but that's true. You start out and you don't know what this is going to become until you get halfway through it. And then you realize what it is that you want, how you want it to look, and the words that you want to leave on this good here earth. What do you want people to remember you by? What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to say, oh, well, I know JoJo, and this is what I know about her. And I want people to know, I want them to be peaceful. And you may not, as you're doing this, you may not see how it's going to come together. You may not even understand. All you can do is feel the pain, but you know that it is working. Here go the Bible verse. It's all working together for your good, right? You feel the pain of it, but you know that the vision is here. And even though you may not understand it here, like I couldn't understand why in the world he was trying to break my arm and color this black ink in until we got right here. And then when I got to the be peaceful, then I could see the bigger picture. And it wasn't until I was done that I got to see it all. And I think that's like our life and our journey in life. We have a blank canvas, and you get the opportunity every single day to figure it out. You get every day to draw, if you will, or to cultivate, to structure whatever it is that you want to see. That's important. You don't have to literally get a tattoo, but literally that's what you're doing every day in life. There are some truths that people know about you because of how you lived your life. There's some things Oh, period. That's right. I did get a period on here. Can you see that? It says be peaceful, period. Meaning there's nothing past that. Period. There's nothing else that I need. There's nothing else. Because if you have peace, y'all, let me tell y'all, if you are peaceful, if you have peace about the situation, if you have peace about yourself, there's absolutely nothing extra that you need to have, period. We're not going past that point. It's all before the period. It's all right there, period. Thank you, Kiva. I forgot about that. Y'all, your words, your life, people are watching your truth right now. And you can say, Jojo, well, what I'm living right now is not my truth, and that's fine. That's why you're taking what you can't understand, this black ink right here, and you're cultivating it into the picture or into the vision that you want other people to know about you, to think about you. Because like I was saying, everybody has a truth that they know about you. You can ask my friends. They will tell you. These are some truths that I think people know about me. I love to laugh. I'm always going to have a good time. I'm always going to tell the nerdiest, craziest joke that's going to crack me up and nobody else. And I'm going to laugh like I am the best comedian in the entire world. I'm always going to have a book. Several. I have 3 in my car, not including the ones in my trunk. I'm always going to have a book. I'm always going to have a Bible in the car. And I'm always going to be that positive. I'm going to try my best to be that positive friend or person. So there's some truths about you that people know. And if you don't like the truths that they know about you, now is your opportunity to change that. And as I was getting a tattoo, y'all, I was scared, apprehensive. And I was like, Jojo, do you really want to do this? But I thought I was going to punk out. Like, I really thought I was going to be like, nah, never mind. I thought I was going to pass out, but I faced it head on. I got it done. But in that whole process of not understanding why it started this way, because I didn't understand why it started this way. I gave Kiva, thank you, Kiva. Kiva drew this for me. This was her vision. Well, and Kiva's vision came from something I said. So thank you, Kiva. So she took what I had said and made it plain. She took it to somebody else who made it a reality, right? So he was taking my vision and putting it into words, so it's something that I could see. And so the whole journey was a self-growth moment for me. Like, in myself, it was a self-growth moment for me, because it was, y'all know I've been on this journey, like, for real, since September, October of last year. Like, I'm taking the bars off. We're just living out. We're going to try to live our best lives out here. And it was the freedom of JoJo finally realizing who JoJo is. Like, this is just another part of me structuring myself. So that's my confession and conversation for today. Getting that tattoo was a learning experience for me. It was a growing experience. And one for my girls, because I didn't want to get one, and my girls thinking different, because I still don't want them to get one yet. Not until they're older. But the girls were so supportive, and Courtney was like, I'm proud of you, because I didn't think you were going to do it. She was like, this is something I know you really wanted, but she also knows that I am a reformed people pleaser, and sometimes I can slip back into that people pleaser real easy. And so it was a real learning growth experience. It was a freedom experience for me. Okay. So more freedom came with getting that tattoo. Be peaceful. Now, it hurt. I ain't even gonna tell no tale. It hurt. But it was a great. Thank you, Keeper, for going with me on my experience. I truly appreciate you. It was a great experience. And it was one I'm glad my girls got to see, because, you know, your children or people around you see you walk this thing out, and so they see you grow or not grow, stay or not stay, move or not move. And so, and I shared this growing experience with them on the way back. I share a lot of things with the girls because I want them to think differently, or to open up their minds to see stuff differently. So, which brings me to the fearless thought of the day: validating your body's knowing. So I talked about this a couple of times, like trust your knower, but you got to validate, acknowledge, Thank you, Kiba. And Kiba tricked me. After I got it done, I'm standing there grinning. She said, so when you going to get, she's like, so when you go, what's going to be your next one? Or when you going to get your next one? And I answered just like that. I was like, wait a minute. That was a trick question. Because I said I wasn't going to get another one, but I did get one. But I wasn't going to get another one. So today's fearless thought is validating your body's knowing. Here's the quote. We cannot expect to change what's in the world unless we first awaken what lies deep within. Period. And if you're a God's girl, we can take this all the way to the Bible, because he gives us our gifts and we bury them or we can multiply them. But the change that we ultimately seek has to begin with us. So that's why you got to validate your body's knowing. Your body, your mind and spirit and soul tells you every day the right path to go. It is up to you to truly follow that path. And a lot of times we don't, because we just don't. It's hard. It's hard to follow the right path when the easy path, the wrong one, is the one that we've always been doing. And then we don't trust ourselves to make the right decision. It's because you haven't really been with yourself. Like, you haven't really allowed yourself to make a decision by yourself. Because if we're honest, confession and conversation, 9,000% of everything you've done in life has been influenced by somebody else. It has been. Think about, why did you go to college? And my daughter told me, she said, I went because I knew you wanted me to go. That's what Courtney told me. It hurt my feelings at first. Yep. But then I realized my life is not her life. Not for me to tell her what to do in that aspect, because she's got to trust her own body and her knowing. How many of us have made decisions based on what the assumptions and what we know other people wanted us to do? I've made so many decisions based on what my mom and them wanted, and my sister, and my brothers, and my cousins, and my aunties, and my Uncle Joe, and my daddies, because I got more than one. I have made a lot of decisions based on that's what I knew they wanted. Like when I graduated from school, I had a baby and I had to come back home. I did not want to go back to work at McDonald's, but I knew that's what my daddy expected. Since I have a kid now, how else am I going to take care of kids besides get a job? So I went back to McDonald's, hated it every day. Every day, hated it. But it was what my daddy expected of me. And so I did that. How many of us are living a life of other people's expectations? You got to validate your body's knowing. You are strong. You are smart. You are wise. You are just as disciplined and dedicated as anybody else out here. And you can make decisions on your own. Yes, we have to take into account everybody's feelings, especially if you're in a relationship, or, you got to take those things into account. But ultimately, you've got to trust your decision and trust your body's knowing, because if you make that decision and your stomach starts to churn or hurt, maybe that, and it's not in a good way, it's not that bubbly, exciting feeling, then you might want to reevaluate why you made that decision. Even if it's a temporary decision. I've made a gazillion temporary decisions that became permanent, that was so wrong. It ate me at my soul. And then I thought there was nothing I could do about it. Like, JoJo, you shouldn't have did it. Well, now you're just going to have to live with it. Nope, I don't. I can respectfully decline to continue to participate in any part of your crazy. I can respectfully decline to continue in people pleasing with you. I can respectfully decline to say I'm no longer going to do this because it's true to you, but not to me. And I'm only doing it because I know it's what you like. Period. It's not going to work for me. Like, and you got to trust yourself to know that you know exactly what you need to do. Like it's there. It's that nagging thought for a reason. It's there for an absolute reason. And you got to listen to it. If you don't listen to it, remember we talked about last week, you got to get over the fear of yourself. those secret fears and desires and what you keep eating. And then it ultimately changes your whole life, because you're now living somebody else's life and you're not living true to who you are, because you now adjusted your entire life and being to be something else and to be somebody else. Like when you get married. So I've been married a couple times, couple of times, and I knew on marriage 2, I could not fit into the concept of marriage that was traditional. I could not do it. And I refused to. Now, I ain't going to say I refused to do it, because, again, your mom and them tell you how a wife is supposed to be. Well, you got to take care of that man, and you need to cook for him every day, and you need to do this. That didn't fit me. And the harder I tried to make that fit me, the miserable I became. And when I tell you I was one of those wives who had an ugly face all the time, because I was trying to fit into a description that was not me, and I was not trusting myself enough to speak up to say this doesn't work. And sometimes, y'all, that's why we stay. That's why we keep doing it, because we don't trust ourselves enough to say this ain't working for me. Because guilty, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to hurt my mama's feelings to tell her, Ma, I don't care. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings by saying I don't care. But at the same time, I don't care. I'm going to respectfully decline to see it your way and to go about it my way. I'm going to respectfully decline, because at the top of my lungs, what I want to scream is I don't care. I want to say I really don't care. I don't care about this and I don't care about that. And it's just not the value system. The foundation is the same. It's now my freedom to build on that foundation, to take what you've given me, to cultivate it my way, right? It's not gonna fit. If you're a God's girl and you need a Bible verse, you can go right on over to the story of David. And Aunt D on here, my Uncle Harris preached this a long time ago. He said you got to wear your own clothes. And he talked about David in the Bible and how David had somebody else's clothes before he went to fight Goliath. And he was like, I can't wear this. It don't fit me. It ain't comfortable. It ain't who I am. And my Uncle Harris changed my little old life. I think I was in my 20s because I had court. And he was like, you got to wear your own clothes. I said, Uncle Harris, you right. I got to wear my own clothes, meaning I can't put on everybody else's description of life for them. I can't be my mama's version of a wife and a mother, and I can't be that because it's not for me to wear. It's not my clothing. It's not her life is her life and mine is mine. The foundation, just like David, his foundation was set, right? His foundation was set, but he had to ultimately he had to trust his body to know he was doing the right thing. Which brings us to the thought of the day. Validating your body's knowing. You know what to do. You know. You just got to be bold enough to say, I know what I'm doing. I ain't bold enough to tell my mama I know what I'm doing. On some things, I try to say, Ma, I know what I'm doing, respectfully. But there's some things I'm never going to tell my mama I know what I'm doing. Because no one, I don't want to get slapped in the mouth, knocked down, honey. She might put me in a headlock. So I'm just not even going to try that. However, I will say, Ma, okay, this may not work for me. So I'm going to try it this way first. And I respectfully understand what you're trying to teach me. And I receive that. But please allow me to try it this way. And then you know what your mama going to say? If you had done it like I told you to do it the first time, you wouldn't have these problems. How many my mama said that? I've said it to my children a gazillion times. If you done it like I told you to do it the first time, Courtney, Rosie, you wouldn't have these problems. But unfortunately, they have to do it that way so that they can have the problem, so they can learn it, so that they can learn to trust themselves, to know that they can make a decision without the input and the impact of somebody else telling them what they should do. It is their life's decision, and it is not ours. And ultimately, in mother-daughter relationships and If I have any men on here, father-son relationships or father-mother relationships, I don't know. It's hard to go against everything you've learned from your family and to be different. I am the most different person in my entire family. I get picked on it about it. They laugh at me about it. They call me names about it. And at first it used to bother me. Now it just doesn't. I don't care, because I know that I'm living true to who I am. And it feels better for me to live that way than to continue wearing somebody else's clothes and I'm miserable and screaming on the inside. Because I have been that miserable and screaming on the inside and wanting to say, you don't understand. This is not who I am. But because you insist, I'm going to do it because I don't want to hurt your feelings. As my Uncle Harris said, and I know Courtney's 22. Courtney had to be 2 or 3, so over 15 years ago. He told the story of David. You got to wear your own clothes. My sister, my brother, you got to wear your own clothes. You got to wear your soul, your spirit. You got to trust your body's instinct. Because our parents trusted their instinct. They raised us, right? They trusted what they were teaching us was right. Same thing. You got to trust yourself to go out and make your path in life. You got to trust it. They got an opportunity to do it. You have that opportunity, equal opportunity as well. Hard thing to say, even harder to implement, but I promise, take it from the beginning when it's hurting, like the Dickens, and you can't understand why there's a bunch of black ink there, but you know your vision is here. You're going to go through the black ink. You're going to go through the pain, and the more you walk through it, the clearer it's going to become. The plainer the words will become. And you will be peaceful. Be peaceful about trusting yourself. 9 times out of 10, that is our anxiety. That is our stress. That is our stomach ache. It is our back ache. It is our shoulder pain. Y'all see I got a patch right here. It is your shoulder pain. It's because we're carrying everybody's expectations of ourselves except for our own. And my own expectation of myself I can't even get to because I got to carry everybody else's expectations. So I'm exhausted. So now what do? We cannot expect to change what's in the world unless we first awaken what lies deep within. And that's Dr. Trent. Tererai Trent. And this comes from a chapter called Find Your Great Hunger, the Call to Awakening. And she talks about finding that one thing that makes you cry, that one thing that makes your soul or your heart cry, that you have to do something about it. So when you're having a hard time figuring out what your purpose is in life, what is the one thing that makes your heart cry or your soul cries that if you could do anything about it, you'd have to do that one thing? Because our purpose is out there. It's just that sometimes we can't find our purpose because we live in everybody else's purposeful life. Like I'm living everybody else's purpose in their life except for my own. So I'm never going to find mine. And then I'm so busy with all the noise of everybody else's stuff that I don't even hear what it is I'm supposed to hear. Like in your prayer life, you're looking for the answer. But if you're busy talking, then what? I went to say, all my family grew up. Laid out and bread. Thank you, Michael. And perfect point. You've got to embrace you got to love it. And I'm just now getting to the point where I used to say, well, JoJo, and I was trying to, y'all, I tried to fit in the best way I knew how. I really did. I tried everything I knew to fit in. I mean, I tried. I went to church I didn't go to church till I was 12. So from 12 on, I was in church every time the doors open. I tried to fit in church. And I ain't going to say I didn't, but something was still missing. Then I wasn't nerd enough for the nerds. I wasn't athletic enough for the athletes, even though I played the sports. I wasn't tomboy. I was a tomboy, and I was a good tomboy. But I was too much of a girl to be a true tomboy. And I was too much of a tomboy to fit in with the girly girls. And I tried everything. Oh my God. I tried everything to fit in everywhere. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't find that perfect spot. Like I didn't fit in with the artsy craftsy people because I'm not artsy craftsy. And I was smart, but I wasn't super smart. So I couldn't fit in there. And when I tell you I struggled for, let's talk about I'm 43, and at 40 it hit me. 42 it started to settle in me. And 43 I'm excited. 44 will be here soon, and I am wallowing in loving every part of JoJo. I'm excited. And here's what I found out from 40 to 43. I don't have to fit in to a specific mode or a title. I don't have to. As Michael was saying, I embraced all of me. I am a nerd, and I love that part of me. I love to read books. I love the fact that I have books everywhere. So if you just happen to want to read one, I got you. I like the fact that I'm also a giver, and I don't care. Sometimes I give to the detriment of my purse. And it doesn't bother me that if I see somebody standing in the rain, if you look in my trunk right now, there are tons of umbrellas and goodie bags. So if I see somebody standing in the rain, I will crack the window, pop the trunk, and say, grab your umbrella or anything else you need out the trunk. Now, they may clean me out. I don't even care. Lord bless them. They take it. I accept the fact, and I love the fact that I'm a singer, a dancer. I am all the things that I've always wanted to be, and I embrace all of that. I don't have to let any part of me lack because somebody wants me to fit into what they assume is my version of their life. Fearless thought of the day, validate your body's knowing. And that's what I had to do. I had to validate all of me, that I'm all those things, and all of those things are me. That's what makes JoJo. I think I'm the best joke teller in the whole world. I think I can tell the best stories ever. I think I'm quite funny. That's my personal opinion, and I love it. And you've got to be comfortable with all aspects of yourself. Validate your body's knowing. And then when you become comfortable with knowing all aspects of yourself, you get the tattoo. You go through the pain, you get it, you get the nose ring. So I colored my hair, but y'all can't tell. Y'all know I wanted purple, but it didn't quite work out that way. People, a lot of my family was like, Joe, are you going through a midlife crisis? Everybody at work was like, Louise, what is going on? Are you okay? I'm fine. I have found JoJo, honey, and she is a beautiful being. I'm just saying. I know, Kiba. Listen, I want to be in a rock band. I want to sing songs. I want a band, and I already have a name, and I'm going to sing to my little heart is content. And I'm going to dance, and to my little heart is content. Yeah, everybody's heard me sing, and y'all, for real, I might be a little bit challenged in the singing area, but we're going to go for what we know. How about that? We're going to go for it. So, y'all, trust and validate your body's knowing. As I close out, the quote of the day, we cannot expect to change what's in the world unless we first awaken what lies deep within. What is deep within that you need to recognize, understand? What does your soul need? What does your soul need from you today? What does it need? Right, a karaoke book tour. What? Girl, y'all know I think I'm a rapper. Woo, honey. But you know what? It's all good. Validate the knowing of your body. Validate that you know what's best for you. Validate that. Become at ease with that. Become at peace with that. And then accept, as Michael said, accept all of you. Thank you, Michael, for sharing. Accept all of you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are all the things. I'm afraid. Margaret, don't do that. I'm scared. I'm a closet singer. I'm a shower. I'm in the house singer. If I'm in my house and Mary J is on, I will have the spoon and I will be dancing and twirling and singing. Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be my next out of my comfort zone. everything. So, all right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Tuesday. I hope this has helped somebody. Thank you guys for talking back to me so I don't seem like I'm talking to myself. I hope this has helped somebody. Please make sure you share the video, because sharing is caring. And know whatever I share, my confession and conversation is always going to be about me. And it's going to be my story. And I pray that my story helps somebody else to, as Rosie calls me, a space giver, a seed planter, to think differently, or perhaps understand differently. And even if it doesn't change, oh Lord, no, Kiba, I'm not saying there's no music, and it's not loud enough. No, ma'am. Maybe one day I'm gonna work on that, because I do sing y'all in, but that's just like a little cheer sometimes. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Margaret, I do not need the shower cap in the tub for on stage, but I'm gonna sing one day. I promise I'm gonna sing. Just like I'm opening up that bookstore, I'm gonna sing and dance one day. So y'all know. So last year, I don't know if y'all were watching the show last year. So my birthday is June 29th. So for my birthday last year, what I said I wanted to do for my upcoming birthday for 44 is I wanted to reenact the scene from Think Like a Man, where they go to Vegas and they sing no, keep it, don't let them occur, girl, no ma'am. And they sing on a bar Poison. I want to go to Vegas and reenact that. Like, I want to get up on the bar and be singing Poison. I then want to fall back in the crowd and have y'all carry me through the crowd. I want to do that. Yeah, I was talking about that last year at my birthday. My birthday is coming again in June 29th. I want to do that. So I said I wanted to get over my fear of heights. Me and Lynn went to the park and we did roller coasters. I signed up for skydiving, indoor skydiving, but y'all, that was expensive for everybody to come. We're talking about hundreds of dollars, and I'm not big enough to jump out of a real plane. I said I wanted to dye my hair. I said I wanted a nose ring, and I said I wanted a tattoo, y'all. And I have done all the things last year that I said I wanted to do, except reenact Poison in Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. Never been to Vegas. But I want to go and reenact that scene from Think Like a Man, where they sing Poison, you know, for the girls. Y'all, I want to do that. Who going to go with me and do that? Kiba, Margaret, hello? Anybody want to go? Can we plan a trip for that? For all the ladies of the Fearless Morning Show, if y'all want to help me live out my best life dream, can we do that? And you can even videotape it. We're not going to be drinking, though, because they were drinking. Maybe we'll have one drink, but we will not be intoxicated. How about that? So if y'all, I want to do that. Margaret, Kiba, what other girls do I have on here? I can't see because it's done moved up. I want to do that. Y'all, wouldn't that be fun? I'm all about taking off the precautions now and doing that. So that's what I want to do for my next birthday. No, no, Kiba. Girl, no, listen. I'm not saying y'all out. I may try. Oh, really? Now, Michael, that sounds fun. I think we should all go and videotape you while you do that. So you plan us a trip to Spain, and you can do that. And we're going to be there to cheer you on. Go, Michael. Please don't get hurt, because I'm not the one to help you in times of crisis, because I'm going to be running with you. Right. Michael is the designated, as the only man on the show, you're the designated bail bondsman for us, because I got a feeling with Margaret, we just might need to get we might need to get out of jail free card. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I've never been to Vegas. Never been. So can we go? Like, I want to go. So I'm going to Tampa July 27th for my first book signing tour. That's the first stop, bit.ly/Tampa Crazy. You can pre-order your book and get it. So bring it there so that I can sign it. Have passport, will travel. A to the man. I'm all for Spain. Y'all know I want to retire to Costa Rica, but I was looking at their restrictions, and they have a lot of restrictions on what you can and cannot do inside of their country. So I may have to pick another tropical island. But I wrote this in my Bible at 38 that I would retire by 45 and live by the water. So I'm just saying. You've been 8 times. Michael, you need to share pictures, so we'll be expecting that on your page today. I'll be looking to see if you got pictures of you in Spain. Did you have the little hat on? Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Did you have the hat on and everything? I want to see some pictures. All right, guys, please make sure you share the show. And make sure you share the show. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to YouTube so they can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows. bit.ly/Tampa Crazy. And if you just simply want a book, they are on sale, so you can grab a book. They're $9.99. But if you're going to meet me in Tampa, you can bring your book and I'm going to sign it. If you want me to come to your area, or you want to host a book signing. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be anything grand or big. If you want an intimate circle of you and your girlfriends and we talk about all the things, and it's just maybe 5, 6, 10 of us, let me know and we can make that happen as well. Send me a message so that we can get that going as well. You may need money. Oh, he been to Vegas 8 times. Well, see, I've never been. So, Michael, you can be our tour guide and a videographer for us singing Poison at the bar. So, I'm sure there's going to be all kind of restrictions, and they're probably going to say, get this crazy woman off my bar. But y'all, that's what I want to do. I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Remember, I am my sister's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. It is that simple, yet that complicated, if we make it so. If you want to come to Vegas with me, y'all, for real, like me and Kiba are going on a trip for my birthday. I'm excited. But if you want to go to Vegas, I want to go there too. I've never been. So I want to go and reenact that. Y'all, I'm serious. I want to do that. That's in my heart's desire to do. So I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Please make sure you share the video, and I will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Remember to validate your body's knowing. You know what to do. Validate it. It's okay. Be peaceful. Do y'all like the tattoo? Thank Kiba. Kiba picked this out and designed it. Can I get closer? It says be peaceful, period. Meaning there's nothing else past be peaceful. That's it. And this is the sign for peace and harmony. I cannot pronounce it. Kiba told me the word for it, but I cannot pronounce it. So be peaceful today. I hope you have an amazing day. And be the peace for somebody else today. Maybe it's just for your household. And always remember, if your household is crazy, if you bring some peace, maybe it'll be a little bit better. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. And I will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.